In this video, we will show you the webhook settings in your VuLive portal. When you're logged into your VuLive account, simply navigate to Webhooks on the left side menu. This will lead you to this screen. Now, webhooks are a great way to connect your VuLive portal and user management to your personal automations or CRM. When you have new users registering for your event or purchasing a ticket for your event, you can use webhooks to pass along information that you already have from the user and create a user login and profile for them in your VuLive portal. Now for this demo, we're looking at an example in Zapier. So in this case, we have a virtual event. It is called Virtual Summit Profits Live, and it is collecting registrants through Convertri. Now this can be any source, obviously. It can be ClickFunnels, Convertri, but also CRMs such as ActiveCampaign or wherever your registrants are coming into your event. Now all you need to do is once you have your registrants information, is you need to have a post webhook action. So all you need to do is configure such a post webhook, and for the action itself, you can configure it using the information that is readily available in your VuLive portal under the webhook settings. So here, for example, you have your URL for creating a new user in your VuLive system, and you also have your security key, which is also available here at the top, which basically secures your webhook so that not anybody can post to this webhook, but only you can, and only that one automation that you are setting up can. Now going back to our automation, we simply add the URL that we have available in our VuLive system. For the security key, we simply paste that right here, and then we already proceed to the data that is relevant for our user profiles and login information. Now, first of all, we want to pass along their email, which is the first half of their login information. Then we want to pass along their ticket type, which right now is configured as basic, but you can use any type that you have added throughout your event system. So right now we have basic, VIP, super user. And just as a reminder, when you add new user types through the user access menu right here, then automatically this list here will be updated. So you will be able to see all of your user types always up to date right here under type. So just make sure that you enter any user type that you want default new registrants to have right here. Next up, we can pass along the registrant's name, which is mainly important for fleshing out their user profile and for things like live chat during your event. We can pass along the ticket quantity for scenarios in which one user can purchase multiple tickets, but this is optional. Send email. Now you can alter this setting if you want your confirmation emails to be sent out via the VuLive system. So if you want your confirmation emails for your registrants to go out via the VuLive system instead of your own system, you would simply enter true instead of false under send email. Next up, we can pass along a referral code. This is relevant for gamification. So if a new user has registered using a referral code from another user, then that can be captured right here. And lastly, we also pass along any tags that we want to assign to that user. Again, tags can be anything. They can be in reference to order bumps. So for example, if a user has registered and purchased a certain order bump or a certain optional add-on, then you can assign tags right here. And those tags will automatically be passed along into the VuLive system and into their user profile. Some additional data that you can pass along with the user profile is listed here in the VuLive portal. So you can also pass along a time zone offset. So for example, for international audiences, you can start, for example, an evergreen event either earlier or later in the day, depending on their time zone. You can capture that here. You will be able to pass along the event at data point, which is a date on which a specific user can access, for example, an evergreen event. Either you can set a specific date that they can watch it at, or you can simply use next in order to enable them to watch the next available replay date. We talked about the referral code field already, and also you can add any additional fields that you have previously defined right here. So for example, in your user profile settings, you could add additional fields, for example, for a phone number. Again, if you want to watch the detailed guide on how to manage these additional fields and profile settings, please watch our separate walkthrough for that. But if you had any additional fields that you wanted to make usable through webhooks, you can simply use the ID of that additional field right here. So in that case, you would put additional underscore and then the field ID, which in our case was phone number. And this is everything there is to know about creating new users with webhooks directly through the VuLive system. You can also use the same system to update existing users. For example, if they perform a certain action or upgrade their ticket type during the event, you can fire a webhook to update that user's profile in VuLive as well. Lastly, we can also delete users from the system with webhooks based on certain actions that they took. So for example, that could be the case when a user requests a refund within a certain period of time after purchasing their ticket. Then we would want VuLive to know based on their email that that user should be removed from the system. And you can use webhooks in the exact same way that we just outlined for deleting that specific user. Lastly, you can also configure a Zapier catch hook right here at the top of this screen. This is optional, so if you want to have webhooks sent to Zapier from VuLive and you want information about actions that users perform within their VuLive portal to be forwarded to your automations, to your CRM, then you would simply define the catch hook for that purpose right here. Simply paste it in here and click update. And this is the basics of how to set up webhooks in your VuLive portal.